In the charming suburb of Westfield, New Jersey, there lies an unassuming house that has captured the imagination of both local residents and internet sleuths alike. This house, known to many as the Watcher House, holds a chilling narrative that blurs the line between reality and the eerie tales we often find in fictional horror stories. Our story begins in June 2014, when a young family's dream home quickly transformed into a sinister nightmare. Derek and Maria Broaddus had purchased the lovely Dutch colonial home at 657 Boulevard with aspirations of creating a haven for their family. Situated in what was considered one of the safest and most idyllic neighborhoods, the house seemed perfect. However, 3 days after closing the deal, their dreams were shattered by the arrival of a peculiar letter. This letter was the first of many, written in a disturbing, almost poetic style, and signed ominously by someone who called themselves the Watcher. The letter began innocently enough, welcoming the Broaddus family to the neighborhood, but soon took a turn for the worse. The Watcher claimed a right to the house, as if it were a family heirloom, and revealed an unsettling knowledge of the Broaddus' personal lives. Even their children, who had never been outside the home without supervision, were noted in these chilling correspondences. The author seemed to be watching closely, waiting, and even anticipating the family's next move. Driven by fear and confusion, the Broadduses reached out to the local police. The letters kept coming, each one stranger and more disturbing than the last. The Watcher, with a curious blend of nostalgia and menace, wrote about observing the house for decades, hinting at a mysterious historical connection to the property. The identity of the Watcher became an obsession for Derek and Maria, who were determined to uncover the truth behind these messages. They installed a sophisticated security system and hired private investigators. But these efforts failed to produce any solid leads. The story of the Watcher House spilled into the public eye, capturing attention nationwide. Speculation ran wild, with theories ranging from vengeful neighbors to elaborate hoaxes, but none provided a concrete resolution. The local community, shocked by the seemingly inexplicable menace in their midst, watched closely as paranoia began to seep into their daily lives. Despite their best efforts, the Broaddus family never moved into their dream home. Instead, they were trapped in a strange limbo, burdened by financial commitments to a house they dared not occupy, and the relentless scrutiny of a mystery they couldn't solve. The house itself, outwardly serene, became a symbol of their distress, luring curious onlookers and researchers seeking answers to a mystery that refused to be unraveled. Years went by, and the mystery of the Watcher remained unsolved. The Broadduses attempted to sell the house, but prospective buyers were understandably hesitant. After all, who would willingly walk into a situation so shrouded in fear and uncertainty? In 2019, the house finally found new owners, but the specter of the Watcher lingers in the consciousness of Westfield, a grim reminder of the unknown shadows that sometimes lurk in the most unexpected places. The identity behind the letters remains elusive, a ghostly enigma set against the backdrop of an otherwise peaceful community. The story of the Watcher House captivates us not only because of its chilling premise, but also because it taps into our deepest fears of being watched, of the unknown, and of something too close to home. In a world where security often feels like a given, the Watcher House is a reminder that some mysteries resist explanation, leaving us with an unsettling question: who or what lurks in the places we call safe? As we conclude, we are left to ponder the intersection of fear, obsession, and privacy in the digital age. While the true identity of the Watcher might remain veiled in secrecy, the house at 657 Boulevard will continue to stand, quietly whispering its story to those daring enough to listen. And perhaps, Just perhaps, the Watcher is still there, ever vigilant, ever watchful, and forever unknown.